Hey there, guys! Sorry I've been away from my channel for so long. I have been super busy. I came back from the convention, which I will probably show at the end of this video, so that way you guys can take a look at it. The convention was a level up convention. It was a lot of fun. I met a couple of voice actors / actresses. I met Roger Craig, who voices Ezio, and Sonic, of course, who is my awesome favorite all-time gaming character, alongside Mario. And this falls into what I want to talk about today. So, yesterday I was watching a video talking about how this teacher is teaching a class, or was teaching her class, these 9th graders, about everything related to something about LGBTQ and Mario, the Super Mario, and she somehow equated this into a curriculum of some sort. Now, here's the thing. Mario is not a gay character, okay? All these characters in Mario are basically straight up, normal characters. They're not gay, they're not lesbian, or anything like that, okay? Here's the thing. Here's Mario's background, okay? Mario is a straight guy, alright? He has a thing for Princess Peach, okay? He loves Princess Peach. He wants to marry Princess Peach. Bowser, of course, as everyone all knows, who's the main villain, he always tries to, destroy Mario to get Princess Peach. He is seen as a bully. You know how every when you enter high school, or even in middle school or in elementary school, you always have that one guy who always acts superior amongst your peers, and that's what Bowser is. He's basically, the guy who's always so jealous of Mario and how he can get everything he wants and everything. And besides, Mario is seen as a plumber, but I highly doubt he's just a plumber. I mean, he's just a guy that goes around collecting stars, coins, and always gets invitations to Princess Peach's castle. And of course, let's not forget Mario's younger brother, Luigi, who is basically in support of Mario. Or, I'm not sure if actually Luigi is the youngest one or the oldest one. But anyway, yes, he's Mario's brother, and he's really just the supporter. He's kind of like the back character, okay? Luigi doesn't really have much in terms of a background per se, but Luigi has his own game. He has, Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, and 3, which I haven't played, but I know that they're really, really good games. I know the second one you could play or on GameCube, the third one you can play on Nintendo Switch, and I forgot where the first one. I think you played that on the Wii. It's either that or the GameCube. One of the two. Anyways, of course, you also have Toad, who is basically, the servant for Princess Peach's castle. You have a whole bunch of different Toads. You have some that are just basically, the guards for certain rooms. You have some that are basically, keep guard for any such villains, such as Bowser or the Koopa Bros, which the Koopa Bros are really, really just Bowser's servants. They really, really serve no purpose. Of course, you also have the normal Koopas, but the Koopas can be seen as really just, what's the word here? Can be seen as either good or evil. That's basically what the Koopas can be seen as. Yoshis, of course. Yoshis are asexual or something. I don't think they're straight up, but they're kind of like Piccolo in a sense if you compare it to Dragon Ball Z. Basically, they hatch eggs from their asses, okay? And of course, Yoshis are meant to ride. I mean, think about in the past Super Mario games. Now, the one on NES, he really was just a little bit of a rider for Mario, who always ended up going to a castle, but then, of course, ended up meeting with some stranger at the castle saying, "Oh no, the princess is in our castle, go and find the next, go to the next level to go find her," and such. And basically she's held captive by Bowser, because Bowser wants to be seen as the protector of all that is holy, and tries to marry Princess Peach, but that doesn't work out. I mean, you kind of see that a little bit in Mario Odyssey in like the very beginning, but I think you also see that in Galaxy, which honestly are the two most best games ever. I haven't actually played Sunshine, but I have actually played Odyssey and Galaxy. I actually loved Galaxy. I thought that game was incredible. I actually liked the idea of, you know, Mario going to different worlds and shooting up into space and beating the shit out of Bowser. That was always the fun part. And you also, you know, you met Rosalina, she's kind of like herself in a way. She's not really like a lesbian or anything like that. She's more of just, you know, how she normally is. She's special in some ways. She kind of serves as a guide for, I forgot what those little stars she always holds on to. But yeah, they're really cute little characters. So, and of course Daisy, I don't know her background story honestly. I think she was just an extra like filler character that Nintendo made up, but I don't really know much. Then you also have Wario and Waluigi, who are basically two characters that they're really just two twin bullies. I mean, honestly, they don't really care much for going after Princess Peach or anything. They're kind of just, you know, the same as Luigi and Mario, except that they're more of just twin bullies, honestly. So they're kind of like the opposite of Mario and Luigi. Then you have Drybones. I don't know much about Drybones, honestly. I mean, he's just an undead, like, type of Koopa. I suppose you can call them undead Koopas, I suppose. And then you also have Shy Guys. They honestly serve really no purpose. If you play Mario Party games, there is a game guy, which is just basically a Shy Guy who hosts really just games in general, and they're kind of could be either like a gambling type of roulette type of thing, or you have to compete against Game Guy in order to get to the 7th platform, or you also have to take a prediction about, you know, which Chain Chomp will eat the cake first and such. And that could all be seen in Mario Party 3, not really necessarily other Mario Party games, but in Mario Party 3, that was one thing that was really interesting. So, I guess in a sense that Mario and the characters are really not LGBTQ community. This is the thing I have about with Woke activists, because, first of all around the world, you know, your job is to teach students the proper ways of how to live life, not to be a woke activist, and honestly, you're basically brainwashing parents' children into thinking that everything, no matter if it's fictional or not fictional, is either gay, lesbian, transgender, or something. And these woke journalists complain about a lot of things, okay? They complain about a lot of things because they really have nothing going on in their lives. I mean, I ask these simple questions. Where are you living? What is your financial situation? Do you have any friends? Do you have any relatives? Have you hung out with any of these things? Do you have a girlfriend? Or do you have a boyfriend? Or anything other than that? Because if all you do is just stay on Twitter all day, what kind of life is that? I ask you, woke journalists, what kind of life is that? It's not a really of a good life to live on. Honestly. I mean, you could see this picture of Super Mario, like, right beside me, you know. I love Mario. I think Mario's a great team. I mean, it's a great guy, honestly. I mean, you know, I grew up with Mario. I grew up with Sonic. I even remember playing Sonic Adventures on the Dreamcast back in the day. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I've even played a few Sonic games in the past. I played Sonic Generations. I played a little bit of Sonic Frontiers. I played Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors. Roger Craig does an excellent job on all these Sonic, on all these Sonic games and shows. And, you know, I have recently started watching Sonic Boom, it's a really interesting show. I'm not gonna lie. Because each episode is, like, completely different. There's one where essentially, Tails has an eye on this one little, opposite look of what he looks like. So he has a crush on her, but he doesn't know how to go about it. First, he goes to, I forget, he goes to Knuckles first? It's either Knuckles or Sonic, but one of the two, and all the characters don't really give him good advice. Amy, I don't know where she was, honestly. I think she's not really that good, honestly. And then, so at the end of the show, at the end of the episode, he goes to the villain, which is Eggman. And Eggman basically, teaches him the right way to approach a woman. Now, my whole entire life experience, I've always had a hard time with women, okay? I've always, yes, I liked women, I like women, I think they're all beautiful, but some of them can really be a little bit heavy to deal with. I mean, I know one of my coworkers, she's a party girl. She loves to party. When I was working with her, in the clothing area at my store, I recall that, she said, that she went out and hung out with her friends a lot. She even, took a plane out to, I think, was it Santa Cruz or San Diego, one of the two. And then, of course, she also tried dating and such, and I'm kind of like, okay, do you ever, stop what you're doing and just relax? Like, literally. That's the problem that sometimes I have with women, is that, I get it, they're independent, they can do whatever they want, each of them have different personalities, some can be gamers, some can be otakus, some can be straight up into heavy metal, some can really just be the party type, and some of them can just talk on and on about their boyfriends, and honestly, I don't really like the girls that talk about their boyfriends a lot. I think I just find it kind of annoying, because honestly, it equates to jealousy, which every time I see, couples making out with each other in front of me, I get jealous, because I really want a girlfriend, and honestly, I'm just basically a lonesome otaku. I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have anything to offer, plus, I'm not really that rich of a person, so there you go. But yes, this whole entire LGBTQ thing needs to stop, okay? And I feel like that's the whole entire excuse that woke people tend to use, these journalists that tend to give out all these random-ish stuff, calling you, a bigot or whatever, if you like this particular game. Even threatening some really awesome popular Twitch streamers if they ever stream Hogwarts Legacy, or any game that's super good and amazing. That's what we're missing, is where is the creativity in all of this? There is any. So I want you to take away this, and honestly, I want you to clearly think clearly about this. If you are in high school and you are dealing with a teacher that teaches you about LGBTQ, just tell her to just shut up and just talk about an actual subject that she has actually, has more experience with. Because if all she's doing is just talking about LGBTQ stuff and equating it to Mario, she has no life whatever, and you should not be listening to her advice, okay? And all these teachers, really, if you're gonna be a teacher, you need to be educated on everything. That means, if you play, if you're familiar with Mario, then you should be equated with playing the video games. If not, and all you hear about is stuff about Mario, but you know nothing about the backgrounds, then there is something seriously wrong with you, okay? So that's basically about it. Please leave your comments in the comment section down below what you thought about this video, and I'll try to get back into making more Let's Plays. I've been dealing with creating a lot of stuff in Unreal Engine, because that's what my class on Saturday mornings are dealing with. And I actually like it. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I'm trying to make like a little pathway to a castle of some sort. I still need to work on making like the environments and such. I've been having a lot of trouble with like making the houses and making the rock formations, making cliffs and such. Because, all the games I played in the past, including Dragon Age Inquisition, I always loved looking at the environments. That's one thing that inspires me to be creative when it comes to you know, looking at art and even visual art. I love looking at art. I think it's amazing. When I read actual books, it's really hard for me because I don't see any images, and I'm a visual learner, so I like to see things visually because, you know, art is great. You know, you should be inspired and be creative in your artwork. Don't be, you know, copying others and being bland and you don't know what to create. If you don't know anything, then just, you know, it's okay to just look at art from an artist's perspective. And even if you're not really super into art, at least you can look at how creative it is. You know, even when you look at hentai, yes, I understand, you know, that's adult explicit content, but at least, you know, it's interesting. Hell, when I was at the convention, I even saw, you know, there are loads of women in anime that really love looking at hentai because, you know, it turns them on. I kind of get a little bit turned on whenever I look at it because, you know, I even have a few art posters that I bought that really show the beauty of anime nudity for the women. That's what I like. I don't know why, but it's what I like. And it's not just that, but I also have some other artwork from really cool, awesome ones. I'm even actually following some on Instagram, so there you go. Anyways, I know I'm rambling on, but yes, definitely leave a comment down below, give this video a like. Of course, you can subscribe to my channel, of course. Hit the bell icon, and with all notifications enabled, so that way you can stay updated with everything that goes on my channel. Again, I will try getting back to making more Let's Plays. My schedule is really tight right now, so there you go. Alright, till then, this is Puri the Vampire from Animecore 85, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.